Okay, we are live. We are live. Sorry about the wait, y'all. But what is your New Year's investment game plan? What's your strategy? What is your goals? What are the opportunities that you got lined up for yourself? Let this thing marinate, see who comes up. It's an open panel. So if you want to join, feel free to join. Let's talk about situations and strategies that either we can talk about, I can help with, or just scenarios that you guys need to be mindful of. Because I think last year on the year review, we had a lot of good progress. Told you guys about Neo, told you guys about a lot of situations when it came to crypto, when we did mention about it. Lithium, graphite, Iranium stocks. I mean, I told you about Iranium stocks in July, and it had its blast in September, October, November months. So those 3 months were solid for when it comes to them industries, shipping container stocks, e-commerce that we branched out to when it comes to at least getting a high ticket product and getting some sales in. So we actually, as a, and I like to say as a unit, because my subscribers are my gang, that is my group. And I always make sure that we can at least make some money because while the dummies is pretty much paying attention to the stupid, frivolous bullshit that doesn't get them no money, people on my channel will figure out ways how to be able to get to access to new opportunities, business credit, credit repair, and also getting situations when it comes to dispatching. So, you know, truck owner operators is wanted. I repeat that again. Anybody that's a truck owner operator that owns their own truck, I can be able to help assist and get some good rates when it comes to ports and getting you some contracts. So people that are in the industry, they are needing situations of 275 to 325 and sometimes higher for a reefer truck. So people need to get ready because the supply chain issue just leads for more opportunities on the back end. So this is an open panel. If anybody wants to come up, anybody wants any of their questions answered in a timely fashion. Plus, I can be able to give you a certain type of business understanding when it comes from getting access to the suppliers, the 3PL situation, the business credit aspect, and if you do not have good personal credit, there is opportunities that you can go for. Rent reporters. Rent reporters is one solid credit reporting tool that you can be able to use to get a good trade line, build some history, leverage the trade line, and to be able to go get you that Capital One or My Synchrony credit card. So, you know, I'm actually happy from all of the year of review emails that I got and people that actually took the opportunities and actually studied around the information like I tell everybody to do, to study around the information and get a good grasp and understanding of the process. And from real estate situations of people getting opportunities, that's actually perfect. That's beautiful. So the more opportunities that you do look out for and the more segments of the industries and the economy that you do put some research on, a lot of stuff will be just review and just you positioning yourself to get to it. So when it comes from ExxonMobil is one of our biggest plays. Actually, that was a dividend stock that I told you guys to get involved with when it was still at its dip around September 2020. So for the people that has been on my channel, ExxonMobil has been a good stock for you to be able to get involved in. Fixed dollar cost averaging, like I tell everybody, put aside 50, put aside 100 every month, and you can be able to get a good pile. Plus, I told you about the China bear situation. So the China bear stock was also another profitable thing. So let me do this. TMV. Hopefully I can share my screen so you guys can be able to see what I'm seeing. So I'm going to do this really quick. So it's the Treasury Bear 3X stock that I'm going to show you. So let me. So let me share this with you. So share my screen. Hopefully I can be able to do this really quick, really easy. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I pretty much lecture you guys constantly about Direxion daily 20-year plus treasury bond right here. And when I told you guys about it, it was around this part. So you can look at the videos that I did in May. Told you guys about it and the situation of those time periods, up 30% at that time period, up 40% from May 21st to December. And this still has some buying opportunity because you buy the dip and you sell the rip. That's literally the main point and purpose of this. So this was correlating because of situations of inflation. Inflation hits treasury bonds hard. Raising interest rates hurts treasury bonds as well. So as you can see, situation when it was open of how the market was going. I told you guys that the GDP would increase by 8%. It fell short by 2 percentage points because of inflation. So inflation pretty much inoculate all of the purchasing power, and pretty much we got to deal with taxes being raised because of President Biden Harris is literally getting ready to gear up of raising taxes. So we have new dilemmas for the next year, but that doesn't mean that there is no money to be made. So I told you guys about inverse bear ETFs, inverse bear ETFs. I repeat it again. Inverse bear ETFs would be needed to be able to bet against the market, and Direxion 3X would be used to be able to profit 3 times the amount. If the market is down by 6%, you get around 18 to 20% gains on your account. So people should just be more ready and more diligent when it comes to this stuff. Always grasp and understand that at least if you can be able to be ahead of something, you can be able to at least find a strong financial source to be able to gain up on, because you can use those proceeds and invest in cryptos if you choose to, or use those proceeds to invest in any other lithium, biotech, mainly lithium. I like lithium over biotech. I like the whole industry just have to be based off of Elon Musk getting his way and winning. And you can literally piggyback and branch off of that. So let me look at my phone. I know I have a couple of lithium stocks that I need to go over with you guys. Then I'll change my segment to real estate and business credit. So let me do this really quick. Lithium. Keep saying. Okay. So let me give you guys 2 stocks right now. Then I will give you guys 3 dividend stocks to be able to research and study around. Once again, to study around this. So give me one moment. So Goev, Goev. So it's a California-based EV designer manufacturer. Is working on EV designs distinctly on non-traditional approach, creating a multi-purpose electric vehicle platform with capacity to be built up in a wide range of finished vehicles. So this is a designing company. The stock ticker is GOEV. Please research and study around it. Please research and study around it. This Build Back Better shit may not get passed when it comes to situations of Congress. Yo, my man. Yo, if you a truck owner operator, man, I got some stuff to talk to you about. Got some stuff to talk to you about. I'm getting some good rates for my reefers. 285, 325 range when it comes to my reefers on owner operators. So the next stock that I'm going to tell you guys is Sono Group, ticker SEV. A second stock that is a situation of when it comes to EV designers, makers, and manufacturers. So it's still in its pre-production phase. It's built in Germany, so Germany has the best built customized shit. So those are two stocks that are in the EV markets to build on your portfolio and at least take advantage. So, Elon Musk pretty much said that he doesn't need any type of tax credits from the government. Pretty much he stopped taking those tax credits from the government. And literally all the other companies is trying to be able to see if Biden is going to find a way how to either break through in Congress to be able to get some more funding. So it is what it is. So you got to be able to at least, how can I put it, be 2 times ahead of everybody else. And that means you researching on these companies. You can be able to study around them. You can find out the Nevada manufacturers. And I'm not a pessimistic type of YouTuber. I just know that it's gonna go tumbling down. For one thing, inflation. Two, tax is gonna be raised. Three, 1099 for $600. $600, man. $600. Everybody's a dope deal, I guess. Everybody's Big Meech running plays and be able to going to neighborhood, I guess. That is the most insane shit ever. But with those 1099s, I think the economy is going to shrink. And corporate taxes being raised from 21 to 28%, I think that's going to help also shrink the economy. So only why I was very happy of, I guess, the GDP numbers was because we still have the old tax laws that's still on the books. But Biden wants to increase your taxes by 30%. They said inflation was transitory. We turned to find out that was a lie. You know, uh, our truckers need to be able to understand that please consist to hold the line because we need you guys when it comes to supply chain. And also factoring companies. Truckers need to be able to research on good factoring companies so they can get their bread on time. So they can get their bread on time. Because now you have a lot of people want to delay on payments. Companies that were 2 weeks Johnny on the spot now take about 40, 45 days, sometimes 60. So once again, be diligent because there's going to be a credit crunch as well. And that's another thing the administration wants to do is pretty much get rid of the FICO score, credit score. People think it's opportunity. I think it's going to lead to situations of not a clear understanding of who gets the line of credit that they need. I think it's going to shrink line of credit. My man Mark, he has the corporate credit and age corporations situation on lock, and he tells me all the time that a lot of people are still trying to be able to figure out how can they get to some apartment buildings and to some duplexes, all in the realm of buying Sheba. Well, Sheba situation, you can be able, because my guy Craig, and Craig, if you're out there, I know you don't want your name to be out there like that, but Craig, if you're out there, please tell me that you sold your Sheba when I told you to sell it on the height. Yet $1,000 investment turned into 9,500. I hope you at least cashed out 8,000 and leave the rest in there. So if it does go up, you could be able to at least be somewhat right. But Sheba, Sheba is like the easy man's investment. Anybody can get involved. You know, People was talking about Doge. I wasn't necessarily a proponent of Doge. I just pretty much told everybody that if you're going to invest in these things, make sure that you have some set asides pulled out when you profit. Play with house money. Play with the house money if we're going to go to simple terms when it comes to investing. But if anybody wants to come up, man, come up. Respect everybody. Please like the video. Please share, like, and subscribe. And also, if you are in a donating mood, definitely not required, but to donate to my Cash App, Mr. Perfect 23G, Mr. Perfect 23G. So Shiba Inu is something where If you got involved early enough, cool. If you're gonna put some more money into it, understand what is your risk tolerance. Be able to budget certain things out. If you're gonna be able to go all in, at least focus on some of the stock plays, because some of the stock plays is jumping better than the cryptos, to be honest. Because all my EV plays, and oh boy, can tell you, I told him all of my plays right here. Told him all of my plays when it comes to EVs, shipping container stocks, and also situation plays. I try to put him involved when it comes to certain real estate plays. Now, the real estate situation is being warped because of hedge fund buyers, iBuyers, Zillow. They pretty much went belly up, and a big corporation pretty much pick up the pieces with them. So when it comes to a lot of scenarios, I'm going to be that person that wants to be right there for at least my subscribers. So I over communicate with everybody. Everybody's like, "Damn, man, you got another stock play?" Yes, motherfucker. Biden. He's gonna give grant fundings to these companies, and people don't even know what's going on. People don't even hear him talk. To be honest, I don't know if the man I don't know if the man is dead or he got Ball's palsy, but situations like that, man, people need to be able to get ready for this ass whooping. Because when America get banged on, I mean, black people already got banged on by this administration. But when all the general public, all the cultures, all the nationalities pretty much see that, oh man, we didn't got an incompetent geriatric in the White House, then that means that scenarios of 2022 midterms, Biden doesn't get his way. Hence, that they gotta hurry up and rush the plan out to be able to make sure that the EV companies get their funding. If they can't do that off of, how can I put it, Congress legislation, they're going to have to be able to figure out how to get it on the basis of private funding, Federal Reserve funding, or some type of back end way. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So Shiba Inu, crypto need to get its act together, because crypto was supposed to go up when the stock market crashed. So that was supposed to be where if people was going to cash on their crypto play, well, on their stock plays, they were supposed to parlay and transition that money into crypto directly. But I guess people cashed out when it comes to Christmas and holiday festivities and buying a lot of stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. So, I told people to invest in BITI when it comes from a Bitcoin inverse stock. Now it's in Canada. That's the only problem with it. So all my global people, they got involved in it. So when it comes to my new phone number, I will give everybody my new phone number as well. So all the people that was trying to get in reach with me, phone broke. I didn't have everybody's contact. And, it led to a lot of delay. Shit, you can hold for years. Just diversify the plays. Don't just invest into that only single one. Diversify around it. You say that you expect SHIB to be 0.001 hundredth of a penny. Well, it can. I'm not really against that. I just want people to don't miss out on opportunities where they were sitting and just sitting on one corner when they should have been more wide, more diversified, more expanded. Because right now, I think digital finance tokens and coins going to build up because of Biden raising taxes on everybody and everybody getting banged on. Because the tax is going to hit the hardest. Because man, inflation already kicking people asses in a lot of states where the income levels is around 15 to 35,000 per medium average. So raising taxes, the only thing that does is exacerbate it, because for one, if you're raising taxes, then the people that's running the businesses for the food, the commerce, any type of service, they're going to have to go up on their price, added on to the 12, 15% inflation that can go on easily. And plus, you're dealing with a lame duck president. It's going to get even worse because he can't do anything based off Congress not being with him. And if he does do executive orders, it'll just be situations of a small, minute type of benefit that would help him. That's why I'm expecting executive orders for funding, set asides, and grants for these EV companies than a big another $3 trillion stimulus. I don't even see, and I told all my subscribers that don't expect stimulus in 2021 in the second tail end, more or less, and focus if it ain't e-commerce, building your credit. If it's not building your credit, it should be getting involved and getting more loads. And if it's not that, crypto, study on crypto, go to crypto festivities, look at digital finance tokens, look at new lightning technologies for crypto. So if you're going to get involved in a new realm of this economy, this digital shareholder economy, stocks, crypto, real estate, or services that can be able to help when it comes to certain shit. So, it is what it is. Salute to you. Salute to you as well. Salute to you as well. Because, man, if anybody wants to come up on the panel, man, I want somebody to come up, man. I need some conversation, man. And for right now, I'm trying to find my lighter and shit. I'm trying to puff up as well. But still, anybody wants to come up, man, please feel free to talk. As long as you're not a troll and as long as you're not going to veer off to another topic, let's talk about money. Let's talk about finances, connections, what's in your area, who set aside money for their investment in 2022. I want to hear some positive things because people that book consultations and my clients, they're getting to situations where their credit is repaired. Oh, Darian, if you're out there, you got your third round of credit repair cleaned up as well. So if anybody wants to come up, feel free to come up. Feel free to come up. Let's be able to talk about certain, at least certain moves that you're doing. Because the more moves that you're doing, the more ways that you could be able to at least hold something down when it comes from at least gathering certain type of information of your clientele that you do business with. Figure out that one, what is their pricing point? Two, what is their margins? And try to figure out what is their desired expenses, man. Because, a lot of truck drivers that I'm doing business with, now that I'm doing business with new carriers that I signed on with, their expenses is a monster. A lot of them don't even budget. A lot of them don't even budget. People need to get their own authority. People need to get their MC number, DOT number, their CDL. People need to focus on your routes, building a reputation when it comes to shippers and ship portments and warehouses, getting contracts. And that's why dispatching business helps me be a better drop shipper. Because when it comes to this, you get access to the suppliers, the manufacturers, who's in charge of transport, who's the shipping manager, and just call them up and say that, I want to be able to help you on outbound type of loads. So anything that's going outbound, they're taking it from Kansas City, Missouri, and taking it to Texas. People need to get that rate at 275, 320 if they can, based off of economics of loads compared to truck drivers. If a market has 900 loads but only 60 trucks, 80 trucks, that's for your dispatcher or you that's dispatching your shit to get on a load board and be able to crank something out. So, more type of understanding that you have with supply chain, the more better that you can become of getting hair, getting iPhone suppliers, getting liquidators, getting them at a wholesale price, flipping them. People need to get on that tip of getting the 26-inch bundles for $40 and reselling them for $120. And you can do that. You can do that. You get 4 in a pack, and you can be able to flip that for $400, $350. Offer a 20% discount code. Get the emails, phone numbers, leverage them. Go to the next business. Get the iPhone suppliers, manufacturers. You can be the trucking aspect or one end, and you can also get a contract to be able to do a situation where you can get wholesale inventory and to be able to move that inventory for them. So moving that inventory, getting on directories, iPhone manufacturer directories, that's pretty much the way. So keep doing that, Be very shrewd when it comes to your business investments and endeavors when need be. Um, I'm just more of I'm really happy when it comes to my group because my group was focused while everybody had all of these distractions that didn't mean anything or all these fake distractions or just bullshit in general, man. I'm glad that people on my roster paid attention, got some information down. I'm always thankful of everybody that does show support, that does respect the channel, that does actually bring in more connections when it comes to the business. So, it's a investment potluck. Whatever you bring and I bring, we can all come together and to be able to make some money. So, people should just focus on information that regards to the aspects of logistics. Because logistics and supply chain is going to be a bigger topic now. People are going to use 3D printing technology to build houses. People are going to use shipping containers to build houses. People are, shipping containers with 3Gs. Even when COVID started, then when the situation of everything started getting marinated, it started becoming from 3,000 to 20,000, 3,000 to 30,000. So that just shows that, if you're not studying around these, then you don't know what's the next opportunity. Hell, sell Let's Go Brandon shirts. I don't care. Make some money, man. You got a dude that has 8 Let's Go Brandon, and I mean 8 Let's Go Brandon stores, about to expand it to 12 Let's Go Brandon stores in the Rhode Island, not Wisconsin, Massachusetts, Rhode Island area. Opportunity. People need to grasp on certain type of things, no matter if the media tells you or they don't. That's how literally people position themselves to become strong merchants, even stronger merchants. So the stronger you are when it comes to your research and analysis, building teams, and try to keep the beef at a minimum. I same thing that goes for me. That goes and applies for everybody that's listening. If you got a beef with somebody, gentrify his block. Go get some contractors, some developers. Go get some cash buyers. Pretty much give your spiel about giving assets at a discounted rate, giving them the rehab numbers, and just gentrify his block. Told one dude he actually used Mark Anderson's business link that I gave him and got a line of credit of $1 million, and his properties in his neighborhood is 30,000 now. He's just doing it off the basis of surviving in business, so it is what it is. It is what it is. So he's just trying to survive in business like everybody else. So I'm gonna leave this as a short live stream. Respect to everybody. Happy New Year's. Peace. Goodbye.